galactic date 20X.
I'm still not sure why my capture card gets this stuttering. I wonder if it's the codec. Let's see if this breaks everything. Oh, okay. I'll use like a slightly more lossy codec. I think that's fine. Honestly, it's sensible for a live stream. Still getting stuttering there. Okay, let's try a different format. What's up, Hobo? That's fine. I'm sorry you gotta work. Yeah, my back thing sucks a lot, but ice and painkillers are making it bearable, so at least I can still stream. Maybe if it heals up a bit, I can take some walks. Just had a partial garbage shower because there was another bag full of liquid again. I wonder if you guys, can you like put up a sign that just says like, please do not fill garbage bags with liquid? Or something? Like, what is wrong with people? That's common sense that you don't do that. You just pour out the liquid on grass, like it doesn't... What are they doing? If it's ice, you just leave it on grass, or you throw it in the water, it's just water. It's so fucking weird. Oh, we're still getting some crackling. I'm trying some different codecs in case that's what's causing the crackling. And if nothing seems to help... It is interesting how it, like, very clearly changes a little bit. Like that versus... This is much more washed out, it looks like to me. What about this guy? If nothing seems to help, I think I'm just gonna set it to H.264, because that's a lossy format that's, like, I think, pretty acceptable for streaming. You have me in your wireless earbuds and your phone in your pocket. I'm in your pocket. How the tables have turned. Typically, you are in my pocket. Let's, You know what? I'm actually gonna try XRGB. Because I've been using a lossy format. Let's try the highest quality, close to lossless format we can. See if it completely breaks everything. And if it doesn't, then great. Okay. It's time to play the video game. Get it up on my other monitor. Blammo. We're gonna finish up Olimar's comeback today. Oh, my back. And then after that, I guess read through the Piclopedia, and after that, maybe do some mission mode. Okay, day 9. Another part found. I won't lie to you. This will be difficult, and you'll have to take down more tough creatures than you're probably hoping for. Here at Hocotate Freight, we believe in doing more with less, so get it done without making any more Pikmin. I hate that, Chacho. I followed the signals into a cave where I found the Chronos reactor. It's hideously filthy, but fortunately intact. This is just the thing I need to return to Hocotate piloting the company ship. It's an open question how it came to be so far below the ground, but I can't worry about that now. My priority has to be getting it back safely to the surface. So... I can't make Pikmin? Or is that just flavor text? You need to hurry, says Shacho. Okay. Thanks, dude. Oh, yeah, no, we just straight up don't have an onion. What the fuck? Okay, this is... This is Formidable Oak version 2. This is like... Yeah, this is actually the Formidable Oak. Interesting. Okay, Louis, go ahead and do some plucking. What is this? That's the part. I see. There we go. Guess Louis can wait back here. These guys should be done in 2 more trips. I'll just have Louis hang out by the tiles. It's dark, says Louis. Astute observation. Boy genius. Okay. Okay, let's go help with the other pile. Leave Almar back here to grab everybody. Okay. It's so strange that we just don't have an onion. Okay, I can make more rocks here. I'm assuming reds are not that important. Lock on? Hello? Really go ahead and pluck. These guys are actually safe right now. Okay. Need bomb rocks. Video game, please. Stop. So what's over here? adult Bulborb, some more reds. I think that's it. Hard to say if I actually care all that much about that. That might not be worth the time it takes to fight all that. That is a Bulbear. Oh, goody. Okay. Ooh, he's going on a little adventure, I suppose. I see. You can have one of them clear out this area while the other works on the bomb wall. Video game. Video game. Good lord. Okay. The Bulbear, I would prefer to use bomb rocks for him. And we have not enough, so that's good. We only have 3. Which I imagine is just enough to break this? Is that true? Somehow one of the Pikmin got stuck in there. That's good. Nice final trial remix? Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, he has more bomb rocks. He has 2, which is not enough to break that wall. So that is not an alternate path. But it does kill these 2 quickly. We also need them for another wall. Let's just try killing these 2. Oh, and there's another thing here. Okay. Let's leave Olimar over here. Okay. Okay, we got 3. That is exactly enough. I have 9 reds? I guess one of them must have died. I'm gonna have Olimar go back to the ship part. Oh wait, stop. Why are you following him? I'm gonna be redoing this, but let's just see. Let's get a feel for the whole thing. Okay, got a fixed camera. Excellent. My favorite. Okay. I wonder if bomb rocks put this guy up. Oh, but we need them, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Yep, 2 does it. And that's it, I guess. Okay. That's not so bad. We can ignore this, which is nice. How do I want to do this then? I'll let it finish out so that I can get a better look in the replay. And also because we're here. May as well. Not allowed to go to the top. Wait, shouldn't the plasm wraith still be here? Scary. Only allowed 16? It's kind of weird. Okay. Man, Platinum is really forgiving. Let's take a peek here. I'm gonna watch at normal speed. And by normal, I mean ×5. I had the right idea at the beginning, I think. Not that there's much else you can do here. Having the yellows carry the ship part up to that bomb rock was also a good idea. Actually, I'm wondering... do we need the extra bomb rocks? The bull bear I can kill normally. We're having an earthquake. Interesting. Hang on a sec. I'll be back. Okay. Wow, a hurricane and an earthquake all in one stream. It's pretty exciting. What happened to the enemies? I think they all gooped, like in the final mission. Most of them gooped, at least. Everybody's fine, though. It wasn't that big of an earthquake. Ian said it was only 2.5, but he thinks maybe we were at the epicenter because it lasted quite a while. We were just rolling there for a minute. Alright, we're gonna redo this. If there's a bad aftershock, I'll ditch again. But for now, everything's fine. Okay, so Walmart, do that. Flowers, break this faster. Omar, go ahead and lure the spider. There we go. Can help out over here a bit. We'll take one more. And the clock. I'll bring these guys over. Go. We'll leave Louie back here, in case there's any stragglers. Alright. Excellent. Okay. Yellows are going to carry that. Everybody else is coming this way. Let's kill the dwarves. Yeah, they're all gooping. Oh, that was foolish. I'm about to turn these reds into rocks. Oh well. Okay. Good. Alright, let's kill these guys. Let's do it real quick with some rocks. Good, good. Walmart. Gonna take these guys over here.
What the f are you doing, you sack of shit? Whoa.
Yeah, what the fuck? Thanks for the follow. We'll get these guys in here. Let's check in on Olimar in a sec. Good. Put this down. Let me start working on the electric fence. Okay. Actually, do I even need to break that fence? I don't think I do. Oh. Let's blast this open. Glad I survived the earthquake. Thanks. That means a lot. Oh, right. I need rocks for this room. I forgot about that. Okay. Oh, Olimar, no! Oh god, I hate bull bears. That sucks. Alright. Let's take care of this guy. Louis killed him, very good. I'll send you over there. Let's get reds on the cart. People are being eaten. Very good. I think all those yellows got eaten. Yeah, they're just getting... Wow, okay. I just didn't think that their, like, vision would be that good. Their range. Though honestly, if all we care about is time, then it doesn't really matter. Don't even think I need to make more rocks here. Okay. You're kidding me, that didn't break the wall? What? What the hell? This game's busted. Oh. I think we still have enough bomb rocks, so it didn't matter. But that's still very strange. Some of the bomb walls, like, their hurt boxes feel off to me. It's odd. There we go. And then we'll just get the hell out of here. Let's help them out. No? We don't want to help out? There you go. Okay. They were having some trouble there. Okay. I'll probably just go with that. It wasn't a good attempt, but whatever. It's interesting. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna completely take that back. I'm doing this one more time because I actually... There is like one very clear thing I can do to make this faster. So I'm gonna do that. Sorry. Okay. Olimar on these guys. Louis, get to work over here. Okay. get the spider out of the video game, please. There we go. Alright. Let's get these guys some flowers. Okay, we'll put 5 over here. And the rest on the tiles. Including Olimar, I guess. Is it even worth putting the 5 yellows on this? I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, maybe not. It looks like it takes the rocks, like, about as much time to carry those as it would to right through this and get started on the next thing. You know what? We're still basically at the start of the day. Let's just do it that way. Let's start with the spiders, get it out of the way. There we go. Okay, that'll take them 4 trips. Let's get started on this wall. It's a shame there isn't more I can do here. I hate feeling like a sitting duck, but c'est la vie, I guess. I wonder, can I, hold up, can I throw Olimar over this or something? I don't think so. No. That just hurts him. There's gotta be like a clip or something. I don't know. Not gonna worry about it. Okay, grab these guys. Oh, we don't even need the rock boys, I guess. What are you fools doing? Follow Olimar. What the shit? Okay. It's alright. Oh, those need to be yellows, not reds. Okay. Okay, making pretty good time here. We don't need to bother with the other direction, so let's just get some flowers on our rock boys. Alright, looking good. Get away. This is another just kind of sitting duck moment, isn't it? We could have one captain go this way just to start clearing out that room, I suppose. Let's deal with this catastrophe of a room. Oh, excellent. One of the bomb rocks didn't actually work. Why does that happen? It's so fucking weird. Alright, the rest of you get working on that. Let's get these guys moving. I think we need to be careful about this, actually. Alright, is everybody good to go? We're good. Excellent. Okay, let's take these guys out, and then we'll bomb the wall. There's one. There's two. Okay. Let's get moving. I don't know why we're gonna pluck these guys, but we are. Alright. Excellent. Let's get ahead of these guys. Bomb this dude. Hate the camera here. Okay. Let's get some yellows carrying this to make it faster. Help them, you fools! What are you doing? That'll have to do, I guess. It's so weird. Okay, and that's that. Do I get the subs? Or sub? Do I get the 6 minute? It wouldn't be sub 6. I don't want it to be sub 6. 605. $6.55. Okay. Let's look at rankings. I'm curious. Okay. Above average. Jeez, this world record is 322. That's crazy. I feel like if I actually knew some clips and things, then maybe I could do that. But alas, I don't know how to play video games. Okay. This part's not great. I wasted a lot of time here. I don't know what I could have done much differently. Aside from aiming bomb rocks correctly, I guess. Okay. Yeah, it was alright. We've got another part. And better yet, the radar has picked up a few more. The last few parts are clustered in one of the surrounding regions, but we're having trouble pinpointing their locations. My guess is that the local wildlife swallowed the parts out of curiosity, which explains why we've seen no sign of them. Getting them back will be tough, but that's the job. Oh boy. Okay. So the last mission's is gonna probably be not totally unlike, trying to one-day Pikmin 1 levels. The ship restored. Learn to micromanage. When it comes to the creatures here, send the right Pikmin to do the right job. We've trained you well to handle everything. No one's done any training, Shacho. Okay, so we didn't train. Yeah, we didn't train you, but you should be ready for surprises by now anyway. You bastard. Okay. You're all sticky? I'm sorry, Hobo. I don't get, like, who the fuck is filling up garbage bags with liquid? What are they doing? Day 10. I found a point where all the signals from parts seem to converge. If I can recover them all, our ship will be fully restored. The downside is that I'm picking up a worrying number of readings from hostile life forms. I don't think I'll be retrieving those parts without a fight. But what's worth fighting for, if not the chance to see one's loved ones again? Hokate, here I come. I think your disdain is very visible. Yeah, man, like, who the fuck does that? Why would you do that? It's so stupid. It's just common sense that you don't do that. Like, what? I think if you run into any like that in the future, just put it on the ground in like a grassy area or something. Poke a hole in the side of it, let it drain, and then deal with it after that. It's just fucking stupid, dude. Man, I'm sorry. I hope that event is over soon, at least. It's inside, which is really annoying because if you just leave it out, it'll leak. It's inside. Is there a drain somewhere? Can you just drag it outside or something? Oh, what the hell? We're doing the... Huh? Okay, let's just turn everyone into Rockman. And then see what we're dealing with. Excellent work, video game. Okay. What is this camera angle? Oh, I see. We can literally just leave. That's it. Nothing else here. Okay. Dude, the side stories are so good. This one especially. Also, as much of a rat bastard as Louis is, I gotta say, he's actually doing some excellent work. Okay, this is interesting. So I don't think we actually need yellows at all. Excuse me? What? Kill the blue. So he swallowed a part. Let's just send some reds. So what am I gonna find down here? It's not a... Oh! Hi, Beatty! What the heck? So I do need yellows for Beatty, but... Oh, God. Really? Come on, game. You heard the Pikmin 1 theme? That was great. I love that. So he's got a part. Is there another boss in here? No? Is that it? Huh. Okay. I guess that's it. So, what can I do to make that extremely efficient? Maybe I can just run past that first area with one of my captains, deal with Beatty while the other... Oh god. Swapping between two captains to fight two groups of enemies sounds like torture. Dude, this music is great. Yeah, I thought we were gonna be fighting the Plasm Wraith too. But no. It was just Beatty. Good old Beatty. Wait. It says there's still an enemy signal there. Maybe it took the form of Beatty? I guess it technically could do that. Did Beatty turn into goo? I wasn't paying attention. I don't think it did. Why is it... It's telling me there's still an enemy here. Oh, there's a... Oh god! Okay. Wait, these guys actually don't really remember what you do. I mean, I guess you go for the legs. There's not much else to do. You can't target the... What? There's reds up on the cliff. What? Why'd they get over there? Ay. This is no good. Oh, no. Wait, that didn't kill them? Okay, rocks do nothing here. Dude, I have not fought the hairy longlegs in so long. How did the Pikmin die there? I didn't even see it. Louie needs to go retrieve those yellows. Still too much hair. Oh boy. Alright, I'll mark it out of the way. I see. They're just gonna climb up there. It did turn into goo? Oh. There's gotta be a better way to fight hairy long legs, right? Louis has arrived. Can I just throw, without lock on, can I just throw yellows directly at the center? Does that work? It does not. Okay. That's a shame. Yeah, I was a little afraid that it would be a raging, but this is also just kind of annoying. I don't know how to do this in a timely manner. Okay. Now it's just a beady with big feet. There we go. Oh, hey. Isn't this one of the optional pieces in the first game? Some of the cooler enemies, yeah. The Nova Blaster. I don't remember where you get the Nova Blaster in the original. But I do think it's optional, technically. Obviously not for sub 30, but... Get it in hell? That's where you get all the pieces, Hobo. Okay, so... How do I do this better? Yeah, I'm looking forward to mission mode. I mean, I think I just rush the shit out of those enemies at the start, and then don't bother with the first treasure, just rush to the long legs. Give all the yellows to one captain and have him focus beady, and give all the others to the other captain and have him work down whittle down the hairy, which sounds really fucking hard, but I'm gonna try it. Let's finish this just so that if it's really just like a nightmare to carry out, I can just be done with it. But I'm gonna try that. Also, I don't think I want this many rocks. The rocks are good for killing the little guys at the start, but they're kind of useless in the long leg fights. Which makes me question if this game should have had more long leg fights. Just to nerf rocks a bit. Yeah, now he can leave Louis behind again. Finally. Working overtime. Earn a bronze medal or better in Olimar's comeback. Wow. Yeah, I didn't even average score, so we're definitely gonna redo that. Maybe I just turn like 10 blues into rocks or something? I don't know. Obviously I need the rocks to fight the... I don't even remember what it's called, the dude with the outer shell. Let me think about this. Reds and yellows are nice, obviously. Blues are kind of unnecessary, and rocks are only useful in the first part. But they are very useful. Let's make like 15 rocks. I'll just try that. Okay. Off we go. I think we're gonna start by just swarming yellows on the dog and swarming reds on the Schlugman. Very good. That's very bad. Okay. Wow, that sucks a lot. Oh, what? Jeez. Wonder if this was the original intention for Pikmin 4 and it changed at some point. I mean, maybe? You missed one, you fool. That's no good. This... Oh, it can kill the... Okay, that I did not know. That's really good to know. I didn't realize it could crush the other enemies. Okay. Quit turning the wrong way, you fool. I think I can just charge it at this point. Nope! That does not work. Good to know. Louis. I've never seen Louis so distraught before. That's very funny. Well, I don't know. Let's just turn all the blues into rocks. Or, you know, most of them. He's probably covered in little Pikmin bits. Okay. Maybe the best way to deal with this would actually be just to send in one of the captains to get it to team kill for us. Go get him, Louis. Have no fear. Excellent. This is going great. Come on. Dude, please. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Louis. Okay, I don't know what the best way to deal with this little room is. This thing fucking sucks. Behaving very strangely. Why is there one rock over there? Video game. What? There's no way it's walking too fast for you. Come on. Thing sucks. There you go, jeez. Only an hour and a half left. Very nice. Alright. Louis... Oh, I didn't tell you to grab that, you fools. Louis is going to fight Beatty. And Olimar... Can I fight them at the same time? Okay, well, that is not the one I wanted to trigger. Thanks, video game. How did I skip the spawn zone for Beatty? What the heck? Okay, Beatty dies so quickly that fighting them at the same time probably just isn't worth it. Why did I lose lockout? What the heck? What are you doing, video game? Have the rocks start carrying these. So spooky. Okay. Can Reds reach it? Oh, they can. Okay, that's actually really good. Well, let the rocks passively fight the rock dude while you fight the long legs. I guess that would work. We can try that. It didn't really occur to me that they would actually be smart enough to do that, but yeah, maybe. Excited to not have to immediately go to bed. Yeah, oh, nice. Yeah, you get some stream. Let's have Louis start fucking. Excellent work, Louis. Alright. I need the dog to come over here, please. A rat. Get him. Okay. Yeah, I don't know that that actually works. Doesn't look like they're gonna do it, but I guess we'll see. Alright, just take the yellows here. No, 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 we got reds. That's good. Okay, that went pretty well. I don't think they're fighting it. Oh, maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe if I just have them charge. I don't know, the AI is not great at this. Oh well. Alright, Harry. Mr. Potter. I keep targeting the fucking... Damn it. Stop targeting the treasure. Oh, rocks can actually fight. Very interesting. Alright. Okay. Get him, Louie. Okay. Could have been worse. This guy did actually die eventually, so that's good. Oh, I love Louie. Okay. Don't think we left any... Nope, we definitely left stragglers. Not that it matters. They're hanging out in Cactus Canyon. Okay, well, I mean, that could have gone a lot better, but significant improvement over the first go. Attempt number 1. I could throw Louie over the edge. He'd be lost forever. No one will ever know. It'd be the perfect crime. Still more than 7 minutes to spare. How much was it total? Like 12 minutes? That Shacho voice line freaks me out every time. It does not sound natural. Okay. Yeah, I have no clue how people get such insane scores on these. Okay, well, that's Olimar's comeback. I think it's done. I think it's finito. Oh, next to Louie and the Pikmin, mostly the Pikmin. Our ship is in working order again. It's been a long road. Before we getting home again. There it is. There's the Pikmin 2 ship. I love it. Interesting that this is not pre-rendered. I mean... Well, no, it is. Did they just, like, use a shittier codec? What happened? Why is this specific cutscene? Whoa! What is this song? Hey, Ethan. That was a very strange song. I think it was in a made-up language. I think it was in the weird, like, made-up Popite / Hokitation language. Yeah, it was cute. Okay, well, the Olimar side stories were fucking awesome. Those were great. The main game was good, and this was, like, leagues better. That should be plat and everything, right? Yeah. I will say the platinum rankings are kind of weirdly generous. But, you know, whatever. Okay. Mission mode. I imagine I'm really only gonna care about collect treasure. Although fighting Plasm Wraith from time to time could be fun. It's also, like, nice that there's an option for practicing the fights, for if you decide to run through the game again. Locked. Have to unlock more enemy fights. Let's see, we got Beady, we got Snagret, we got a Bullbear. I still don't know what this thing's name is. And I don't remember what this thing's name is. Oh, we should do the Piclopedia, huh? I think I'll take, like, a short BRB, but I don't know, I'm debating just jumping straight into mission mode or doing the rest of the Piclopedia first. I'm gonna, so that this doesn't kick me into the opening cutscene, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the main game here. Just open up the Copad. Okay. I also missed the Pikmin 2 Piclopedia music. Wish that was here. Oh well. Okay, I'll be back. Hopefully I won't have a second earthquake. It's still pouring rain outside, but it doesn't look that windy, so... I think we're on the very fringe of the hurricane, so it's not that big a deal. Anyway, here I go. It's back. Hello. Oh, Hobo. The step requirements finally caught up to me. Caught up with me in Pikmin Bloom, so I no longer just auto level. Which is a good thing. And I've been walking a lot anyway, so it's not gonna change much. I'll just level slower. Right now, me and 3 other people in my neighborhood are wailing on some mushrooms. Sweet. Look at them go. Okay, so... I definitely read some of these. I'm gonna start by marking the ones I'm sure I read. I definitely read these. Definitely read the Skitterleaf. Definitely read the fish. I believe we also read the Wattlepus. I actually don't think I read the Puffy Blowhog, that was an accident. Definitely read the Joustmite, definitely read the Flint Beetle. Yeah, I definitely read that one. Don't remember if I read the Water Dumple or not. Definitely read the Sheer Grubs. As well as the Fossbat and the Pod. Definitely read the Slurker, Medusal Slurker. I don't actually think we read Bulborb. Actually, did I? Actually, yeah, no, I think I did read the Bulborb and the Dwarf. And we also read the Scutterchuck. I think that's it. Let's start with the Puffy Blowhog, since I accidentally clicked on it earlier. And then we'll work through the rest. Puffy Blowhog. Weak hide, weight 2. Most of its defense mechanisms aren't dangerous to Pikmin, but they— oh, my BRB is still up, whoops. But they do make it hard to kill. The streams of air it blows will scatter your Pikmin. Oh, so be sure to regroup quickly if there are other enemies around. As you might expect from something so inflated, it's very light and easily weighted down by lots of Pikmin. That's the best chance to dash in with a charge. Except not really. That's how you fought them in the previous games, but in this game, I found that didn't really work because it would immediately get back up. It was way better to just wail on it with rocks, because rocks did bonus damage to it, and it just dies really fast. Can you imagine attaching a gondola to the underside of this thing, drifting gently through the air, not a care in the world, because I'd use the spikes on its back to crush my enemies. It's so perfect. Brittany's a strange one. This inflatable fella has some powerful lungs to make itself lighter than air. But I won't be outdone. Hooah! No go. I blame the spacesuit. It's cramping my style. Puffy Blowhog. Sus inflata. Blowhog family. This species of blowhog uses internally generated hydrogen to inflate a flotation bladder and hover above the ground. The creature's electrified pulse creates a sash of color that flows along the surface of its body, making it a particularly beautiful blowhog species. Precisely how it is able to internally stabilize its highly explosive hydrogen and simultaneously generate electricity remains a mystery. The puffy blowhog blows leaves and grass around to eat the insects underneath. It maintains mid-air buoyancy by using its fins and releasing air through blowholes. This enables it to float effortlessly, even in the breeze. In times of danger, the puffy blowhog can decompress its flotation bladder for a rapid escape from predators. Oh look, it does have holes in the side. Huh. Slice this creature's feather-light skin into triangles, deep fry until crispy, and salt generously. Makes the perfect scooping chip to accompany fresh mango salsa. Okay. Let's stick with the blowhogs. We'll do the fiery blowhog. Structural flaw inhaling period. Weight 5. I noticed that it needs a moment to inhale something from the planet's atmosphere before exhaling fire. Its internals must be remarkable to stand up to the flames it produces, though of course a red Pikmin's externals can withstand the same heat. If we could reproduce the process, it could be a great renewable source of rocket fuel for our ship's engines. I thought they'd be my favorite fauna. The idea of running into one in a frigid field or after getting soaked was nice, but it turns out they don't have a setting on those snouts below roasted alive. Scratch another brilliant idea. Be careful, or this one will cook your goose. I don't know whether that's a nose or a mouth shooting those flames, and I don't care. What's important is that me and my troops are long gone when the fire hits. Fiery blowhog. Sus draconis. Blowhog family. This creature expels a volatile phosphorus compound from its snout that combusts upon contact with the air. This fire-breathing ability is dependent upon the air-to-fuel ratio at its mouth. Catalyst reaction within the expelled compound, and purification of the compound. So it starts... air-to-fuel ratio in the mouth, then a catalyst reaction within the expelled compound, and then finally purification of the compound. Thus, it is highly unlikely such a complex process could cause the spontaneous explosion of a fallen blowhog. This process is also perhaps to avoid risk of spontaneous combustion in the belly of a live specimen. However, one should still treat a fiery blowhog with great care during transfer. Roast this flavorful beast for several hours, letting it stew in its own succulent juices. Don't worry about overcooking this beast, it's scorch-proof. Alright, are there any other blowhogs? I don't see any, which is strange, because there were definitely other blowhog enemies in this game. But whatever. Am I missing 4 entries, or are there just not entries here? How could I be missing entries? Let's do the rest of the grub dogs. I think this is a grub dog as well. I'll do that one last. Okay. Dwarf Orange Bulborb. Structural flaw, back. Weight, 3. I hate when you discover all of them under that thing. Compared to the red ones, these seem to have slightly higher vitality. When they swarm, try to stay calm and aim at the weak spot on their backs. It's as twitchy as its larger counterpart. So much stress can take its toll on the skin. You know what helps with that? A nice juice cleanse. Little, but aggressive. It's not half the problem its bigger cousins are, but it is much harder to spot. Camouflage or no camouflage, it'll have to get up pretty early in the morning to, hey, where did it go? It does blend pretty well into the autumny areas. Dwarf Orange Bulborb. Panceris pseudooculi orangium. Redbug family. Oh, this is not a grub dog. Okay. Right, because we don't see true dwarf bulborbs until Pikmin 4. Just as dwarf red bulborbs mimic the appearance of normal bulborbs, it was theorized that an orange bulborb mimicking variant must also exist. Recent fieldwork has confirmed this theory. Although difficult to prepare, this exquisite creature is more than worth the effort. Great in fajitas. I love fajitas. Okay, let's do the normal orange bulborb next. There's no bulbear either, what the heck? I'm so confused. Huh. Unless bulbears were only in the side stories, but I don't know, maybe that's the case. Structural flaw, eyeballs and back, weight 10. I appreciate the warning coloration to let us know it's more dangerous than the other models. Anything that risky is best approached with a bomb rock while it sleeps. It's lavishly colored and so anxiety-ridden that a few footsteps can wake it up instantly. Kinda like me. It's also a terror when it's awake, which, again, same. Those bulging eyes are honed for battle, with no known blind spots. We often find them asleep, but they wake as soon as we get close. For all we know, they're only pretending to sleep to lull us into a false sense of security. Still, sometimes that 1 second where they're waking up is all we need to go in hard. Okay, I don't know why I struggled so much with that one. Orange Bulborb, Oculus Kageyamai Orangium, Grubdog family. This Bulborb species boasts a garish color pattern, with deep orange body and black spots. The orange Bulborb's yellow, bloodshot eyes make it clear that this Bulborb is excessively edgy and high-strung, making it much easier to wake from deep sleep than other species in the Grubdog family. Interesting. I find it cool that, like, small details in its design are actually relevant. Okay. Whip-tongue Bulborb. Structural flaw, eyeballs and back. Weight 12. This model has a surprising feature. I'm very impressed at the speed with which it employs its long, flexible tongue. Though I'm also dismayed at its unnerving wakefulness and the difficulty we seem to have sneaking past it. You still overshot your step requirement? I mean, unsurprising. Yeah. But you're at like 2.2 million steps or something, aren't you? It's crazy. Not a fan of this one's style. Too plain, too beige, and too big. Where's the little version of this guy? It's gotta have one, right? Though maybe not. After all, I don't have a little version of myself. 2.3 mil, Jesus. That long tongue isn't just a sensory organ, it's a deadly weapon. It uses that thing like a pro. I tried some exercises to see if I could get my tongue to do that, but I kept biting it by accident. Always in the same place, too. I hate that. Whip-tongue Bulborb, Oculus Longolingua. Grubdog family. Instead of the gnashing jaws usually found in related species, it uses its extensible, viscous tongue to capture prey. Even before it opens its mouth, it's recognizable by its tapered snout and black spots against its white back. Some theorize that it evolved its long tongue to snatch prey drawn to high-blooming flowers, but others point out that no infant specimens have ever been seen, suggesting a radically different biological branch. It has only recently been reclassified as part of the Grubdog family. Yeah, easily the weirdest of the Bulborbs. And maybe the scariest. Maybe. With the Bomb Rock, they're easy peasy. But, I don't know. Okay, are there any other Grubdogs? I'm not sure if this is a Grubdog or not, so I'm just going to do it now. The Bearded Amp Rat. It's got a soft hide. Weight 7. Electricity generation is a useful trait in an animal. I'm not sure if this one can be domesticated, but think of all the useful applications if it could. At the very least, we could study it to see if we could reproduce the trick. With a few tweaks to its output, I bet its electricity-generating properties could really open up my pores. I'll run the idea by Alf and see what he thinks. It looks cute and fuzzy, but that's how it springs its trap. Throw a few Pikmin on thinking it's easy prey, and it'll zap the life out of them. The best strategy is to take a squad of yellow Pikmin. Then it's you who will get the last laugh. That's actually not true. The best strategy is rocks, because rocks are broken. Bearded Amprat. Porcellus barbavolta. Numbaus family. It is not a Grubdog. Okay, good to know. I mean, it doesn't look like a Grubdog, but it does look like a dog, so I thought maybe. The hair covering its face works as a capacitor. It charges electricity by rubbing the hair to build static, and then discharges it at enemies intruding on its territory. It's more territorial than aggressive, attacking only when threatened rather than to hunt prey. It has several qualities unique to this ecosystem, such as breastfeeding its young, which may someday give rise to a whole new taxonomy of fauna here. Pan roast the thighs with sprigs of rosemary and whole garlic cloves. Finish with a squeeze of fruit juice to highlight the subtle notes of the lingering electricity. Electrify your tongue. Okay, let's do Let's do the remaining water dwellers. We'll start with Wollywog. Yellow Wollywog. Weird that the... Were there not normal Wollywogs in this game? Maybe there weren't. Weak-hide, weight 5. There are definite signs of intelligence in this brute. It always faces its prey first, as if to gauge the distance, before jumping into the air for a stomp. If you don't move while it hangs for a moment in midair, you could lose a lot of Pikmin. It's big, but not strong. As few as 5 Pikmin can weigh it down so it can't jump. Rock Pikmin also have nothing to fear from it. Albino Wollywog. Got it. Willywog. Look at that thing. It's so bloated. I feel that way too sometimes when I can't stop chugging down juice. I love to lie down for a while after that, but this thing keeps jumping. I bet it gets the worst cramps. I don't understand how it manages to hang in the air at the height of its jumps, but I don't have to understand. I just have to get out of the way, and its weird hang time helps a lot with that. Let that be a lesson. Don't stand around gawking at a creature's weird attack moves. Do something about it. Yellow Wollywog. Amphicarus fredendum. Amphituber family. Amphituber family, I guess. This magnificent specimen has the brightest gold coloration and the greatest number of lateral spots of any member in the Amphituber family. This species seems to have lost some swimming proficiency with the evolutionary adaptation that granted it greater jumping ability. The Amphituber inhabits aquatic shallows and shows an instinctive drive to jump upon and squash smaller creatures. It also looks funny. Beer batter and deep fry for a down-home flavor you won't soon forget. Country fried Wollywog. We'll do the water dumple next. Low speed, weight 5. Its eyes have been deprecated, so it relies on smell to find prey that it can swallow with its huge mouth. It's slow enough to make getting around it for a rear assault a simple job, assuming you can tell its rear from its front. Wait, aren't water dumples also, I can't remember if they're grub dog family or if they're breadbug family, but I think they're one of those. I love dumplings, but the serving size here is too big even for me. Plus its skin looks too tough and rubbery for me to dig into. Pass. That stunt where its watery stripes blend into its environment, making it almost invisible, won't work on me. You don't get to be an old hand at missions without seeing through cheap tricks like, hey, where did it go? Water dumple. Oh yeah, it is a grub dog, okay. Ichthyosa felinus. Felinus? Ichthyosa felinus? Ichthyosa? Unsure. Grub dog family, a resident of freshwater pools and marshes. This aquatic creature regularly feeds on insects that land on the surface of the water. It shares a nearly identical skeletal structure with its close relative and terrestrial cousin, the bulborb. This may offer clues to its evolutionary origin and suggest that it only recently immigrated to an aquatic habitat. Or maybe the other way around, Almar, you fucking fool. Here we go, the Bloister. Toady Bloister. You're sending me a taxonomy chart? Okay. Yeah, I've seen that, but you've sent that to me before. It's actually insane how huge it is. Alright, structural flaw, the tail bulb. Weight 3. Problem. Sending in Pikmin causes it to spew ink to confuse its attackers. Amidst the chaos, it sends out its set of stretchy tongues to pick off prey. Solution. Ignore the ink. It's non-toxic and can't hurt you. Stay calm, exploit its slow speed to get behind it, and focus your strikes at its puffy tail bulb. Other notes. Its optic receptors are oddly tiny. How can it see anything? I'm positive their tails are a kind of fruit. I tried once to take it away from the Pikmin and have it analyzed instead of converted to seeds, but Alf talked me out of it. He said not everything that looks like fruit tastes good, and he might have a point. It might not look like much on the face of it, but that's because its deadliest weapons are hidden. I've seen its tongue do things I can never unsee. The ink it sprayed everywhere to blind me was practically a mercy. Toady Bloister. Molluskid minionicus. Mollusking family. This species of creature has yet to fully evolve from shelled mollusk to the more advanced Bloister. Compared to the Bloister, this creature is substantially smaller. The fact that its mandibles do not protrude as significantly as the ranging Bloisters is due in part to the fact that, like most mollusks, its vital organs are located deep within the creature's carapace. The flower-like appendage on its back is actually a gill. It prefers a watery habitat from which it can capture unsuspecting small prey with its sticky tendrils. That's a gill? What the fuck? Weird. Oh, its tongue is also way weirder than in Pikmin 2. In Pikmin 2, it's like, you know, 6 or 7 spikes that go out in an arc. This is like it's like a star that explodes from a center. It's weird. I don't like that. It's uncomfortable. Pan-sear with herbs and oil until lightly crusted on the outside and rosy on the inside. Complement the savory flavors with a light and buttery cream sauce. Bet it could be nice in a piccata. Okay, let's look at the peckish aristocrab. Weak hide. Weight 8. It had the right idea, coating its enormous claw in a crystal shell, but we have rock Pikmin for that. Once you break the claw, it's not so bad. You have to be careful not to drown, since you'll usually meet one near water. It's got extensible legs to thwart a Pikmin charge, so I find that throwing Pikmin is more effective. That also works for freeing anyone trapped in one of its bubbles. Oh, whoops. There's something so familiar about this thing. Oh, it was the Hocotation onion I studied in my research days. Now that was a dangerous plant. One little incision and I couldn't stop crying for hours. Hold up. So, Kopai is, like, well aware of Hocotate? To the point where they actually study things from Hocotate? Interesting. Did not know that. I thought this was like a first time meeting of you know. Yeah, I didn't realize that they knew each other. I figured Pikmin 3 was I figured they just had no clue that the other existed until Pikmin 3. I like to think of the planets as different countries. Yeah, I suppose. Still odd. Especially odd considering that PNF 404 is such a mystery to them. If they're that, like, galactically intertwined. Yeah, 4 added so many new planets. And they all seem to know each other quite well. You think the president would tell others? Yeah, good point. Everybody knows that rock is supposed to defeat scissors. So how come my steely fists don't do anything against this thing's claws? Sure, it barfed up a few bubbles when I hit it, but all that accomplished was trapping me inside. Peckish aristocrab. Brachyuryces asurio. Onion shell family. It does look like an onion. Its unnaturally large claws used for catching prey for self-defense, and most surprisingly, for its mating call. Ooh. Most aspects of the crab's life revolve around it, which may explain why the crab becomes fearful and docile when the claw is damaged. It would also account for the claw's remarkable regenerative capabilities, which can restore it completely in a single night. It is also known to blow bubbles when under attack, but this is a result of it venting from the wrong discharge valve when under extreme stress. Great for a hot pot. Remove the shell and cook legs in the hot broth. When they turn nice and red, pull them out and slather in liver paste before eating. Ugh. Okay. I got our hermit crawmad. Structural flaw, exposed hips. Wait, I think I read this one, didn't I? Yeah, we read this one. Because I remember Louis suggested dipping it in chocolate, which I thought was odd, and Brittany didn't like that it shows you its ass. Okay. Let's do the Pyroclasmic Slooch. No, we did that one also. Never mind. What else? Let's do... I'm saving the bosses for last. And I'm including the Snagret in that group, even though I don't actually think it's considered a boss. Is Beatty considered a boss? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it. Let's do the Boulder Boys. Arctic Cannon Larva. Structural flaw, weak hide. Weight 7. Snowballs are an ingeniously non-lethal weapon. I'm in love with a design that effectively keeps predators away without overdoing it. Full marks. When I saw this one spitting snowballs and sending Pikmin rolling, I thought it looked like a good time, so I walked right into its line of fire, waved my arms to catch its attention, and waited for the fun to start. But all I got was dizzy. They're more annoying than dangerous, but if you want to avoid the pushback from their rolling snowballs, it's just a matter of fancy footwork. Remember to do your warm-up exercises first. You wouldn't want to get a Charlie horse. Ha! Hee, very funny, Charlie. Arctic Cannon Larva, Granitus frostitum. Lithopod family. Like other members of the Lithopod family, its internal bacteria are specialized to form ice compounds from ambient moisture, which it then expels as projectiles. It technically doesn't rely on cold temperatures to create this ice, which is formed by pressurized internal fluids that act as a coolant. When the projectiles rapidly expand, they absorb ambient heat, lowering the air temperature enough for the moisture in the air to freeze. Peel back the shell and sprinkle the tender meat with a dash of salt before slurping it up raw. For a refreshing dessert, pour fruit juice over its snowballs. Shaved ice. Nice. Good thinking, Louis. Armored Cannon Larva. Weak hide, weight 7. It's able to handle heavy rocks, so it's strong, and it has expert aim, so it's clever. If it was better armored, it would be unstoppable. This thing eats rocks the way I eat fruit. Its stomach is always full, and it likes to spit out the seeds. It spews rocks as well as any heavy artillery I've seen. Since we didn't bring any heavy artillery with us, I'd love to use this thing as a substitute. The trick will be figuring out how to lure our enemies into its line of fire. Indeed, that is actually an excellent strategy. Armored Cannon Larva, Granitus chuculinae. Lithopod family. This specimen is a lithopod larva. This expedition was unable to confirm the existence of any mature lithopods, leading to concerns that the species was extinct on this planet, but the discovery of the creature in larval form eased such concerns. Lithopods, like flint beetles, use internal metabacteria to aid chemical digestion. These metabacteria can only survive in certain environments, such as within the body of certain insects, so lithopod larvae do not contain any metabacteria immediately after hatching. Larvae feed on partially digested or regurgitated by mature lithopods, ensuring the larvae obtain metabacteria they would not normally have acquired. Gross. Carefully remove every grain of sand, peel back the exoskeleton, and slurp heartily. Or deep fry it, too. Okay. Let's take a look at... We'll do the snitch bug. The swooping snitch bug. There's no bumbling snitch bugs in this game, which is a blessing, honestly. Those things are horrible to fight. Hate dealing with those. Alright, weak hide. Weight 3. It's well built to do what it does, which is to capture wandering Pikmin and slam them into the ground. But why does it do that? Form without function isn't very good design in my book. I like to turn the tables and load them down with so many Pikmin they're too heavy to fly. What goes around comes around. I do think it's interesting that, like, the snitch bugs are the only, at least that I can think of, are the only creatures besides Mamutas that plant Pikmin in a way that isn't just, like, crushing them. Actually, I guess Mamutas do kind of just crush them. I don't know. They're annoying, but I also feel a connection to these huge flying insects. Just like me, they like to bury things in the ground. And just like me, they wander off, forgetting about the seed until someone else comes along to harvest it. I could go into my strategies for taking out these things, but why bother? They're nuisances, not threats. Plucking buried Pikmin is a relaxing activity that gives me time to consider how to tackle critters that can do serious damage. Swooping Snitchbug, Scarpanica casperans, Scarpanid family. The Scarpanids originally lived on the ground, sporting poorly developed vestigial wings. This species developed enlarged antennae that can be used as makeshift wings. Scarpanids are attracted by the sight of large groups of Pikmin in cavalry formation and will swoop down to seize them. However, Scarpanids do not eat Pikmin, and they will drop any seized Pikmin after a short time. The reason for this behavior is unknown, but I look forward to future research in the area. Remove the wings, marinate in a well-marbled steak for several hours in a chipotle marinade, then charbroil to perfection. Okay. We'll do these guys next. Let's look at the Arachnode. Weak hide, weight 3. This creature's most dangerous weapon isn't its jaws, it's its web. Anything that touches the web, such as thrown Pikmin, gets stuck and must be quickly rescued before it's eaten. It's seen its web trap. I've seen its web trap winged Pikmin and withstand blows from rock Pikmin, so those fibers must be tougher than they look. If we could build a suit out of them, I could be that tough too. Be quick and you can whistle to get Pikmin unstuck from its webs. If you're feeling daring, you can touch the web to lure the Arachnode away. But if you're on the wrong side, you'll see your Pikmin get eaten in front of you. This is a tricky one. We can't charge until it moves, but it doesn't move unless it senses prey in its web. Since I mustn't risk the lives of my squad, there's no other choice. I must volunteer to be the bait. Good luck, troops. My life will be in your hands. Arachnode. Fictosphaera. Arachnid family. Arachnid family. This spider-like creature has distinctive yellow stripes on its black carapace. It spins webs in high-traffic areas and waits for prey to blunder into them. Unlike its relatives in the Arachnorb and Dweevil families, it's ambisexual and has 8 legs. Some theorize that it's gynandry. That is a word I've never seen before. Hold up. Oh, hermaphroditism. Okay. Yeah, I think gynandry is correct. It's meant to aid in reproduction, though of course, it cannot reproduce on its own. There is another theory that the species is in fact 2 organisms of opposing gender stuck together. But since no one has ever found a 4-legged, single-sexed specimen, this remains speculative. Weird. I do like how it's like 2 layers of the center of a beady. It's kind of cool. Because the center opens like a beady, and then it also kind of like cocoons itself as if it were a beady. Pluck off the legs, crack open, and savor the meat inside. Dip them in soy sauce first for a nice mix of sweet and salty. Nectaris dandlefly. Or nectarous, I suppose. Nectarous dandlefly. It's got fragile links. Weight unknown. There's no need to attack these gentle flying creatures, but the nectar they drop makes it tempting to do it anyway. Wait until the right moment in its circular flight pattern, then toss a Pikmin at it. If you hit one of the nectar nodules, it'll drop a little bit, but hitting the head will make it drop all of them. I feel a little bad about stealing the nectar it stores up, but we need to survive too. The long legs we fight in this game is the baldy long legs? The one with hair? The heck? Oh, you mean this one is called Baldy. That's totally a beady long legs. Okay. My throat's getting dry. One sec. We got one more normal enemy to go, and then we'll do the bosses. I'm still not totally sure if this is considered a boss. And I say that because it appears like a normal enemy, but it has boss music associated with it, so kind of weird. Same thing with the Snagret. It's not listed as a boss, so I guess it isn't. I don't know. Scornet. Structural flaw, weak hide, weight 1. These buzzing swarms are rare but dangerous. Normal Pikmin aren't built to handle these insects. They'll just get carried off. Use winged Pikmin instead. If only I could whistle just the right tune or pitch, I bet I could get them to carry me around this planet. I'd only need one, but I'm sure it would take a lot more to get Alf or the captain airborne. These swarms of tiny terrors are well organized. Then again, so are we. I'll put my leadership skills to the test against their numbers any day. Pikmin, fall out. Scornet. Sporgidus advenus. Huntenpeck family. These highly social insects always travel in groups. Each of them has a unique role in the colony. This type is a small, though still adult worker female. Rather than lay eggs, they spend their lives carrying out the queen's will. In response to their queen's sonic commands, they move in unison as if they were a single entity. Yentity. To see them dance through the air is a sight to behold, but don't look too long, their stingers are still deadly. Roast over a low fire until golden brown. Add a pinch of salt and set out as an appetizer or perhaps as a simple aromatic centerpiece. Alright. We'll do this guy next and then the Snagret, because I feel like they are the least boss-like of the bosses. Then we'll do Baldy. We'll do the ones that aren't officially considered bosses. I believe the official ones are this guy, the Plasm Wraith, the Hornet. I think Harry is. Actually not. No. Harry Longlegs is not considered a boss. It's this guy, the worm, the adult Fossbat, and then the Crawmad or whatever. So we'll do the others first. Okay, Bug-Eyed Crawmad. Structural flaw, eyes, then underbelly. Did I read this one? Not sure. Weight 10. It's similar to designs on our planet featuring exoskeletons, but much, much bigger. I think I did read this one. Yeah. Yeah, I've read this one. Okay. Snagret. The burrowing Snagret. Structural flaw, beak. Weight 10. Its bulk and speed make it a very fearsome model. It's very difficult to retrieve a Pikmin once it's snapped one up in its beak. However, if you can dodge its beak as it comes down, the beak's sharpness works against it as it gets stuck in the soil. That leaves the head wide open to be pelted with Pikmin as fast as you can. I've never seen the bottom half of one of these. I have all sorts of ideas about what might be under there. It could be a long snake tail, or a big plump body stuck underground. Or perhaps below the neck, it looks just like us. Yeah, that's probably it. Now, I get that it's big, and that big things are scary, but that twisty neck can't twist all the way around, so all you have to do is get behind it. Once you're there, pour on the winged Pikmin and you're golden. Really? Winged Pikmin? Why? Why winged Pikmin? I guess it can't grab them with its beak? It's kind of odd. Burrowing Snagret. Chirapedids. Anacondae. Snavian family. The majority of Snagret species lie in wait to ambush and capture prey, with a body type perfectly adapted to such sudden strikes. It violently attacks small, surface-dwelling insects. Distributed across a relatively wide range, subspecies of Snagret suited to the varying soil conditions have emerged, making the Snagret the most geographically represented species besides the Bulborb. Visually resembling the burrowing Snagret is the burrowing Snarrow, the range of which partially overlaps with the Snagret's range. While the two may appear similar, when pulled from the ground they can be distinguished by the presence or absence of tail and wing markings. Tail and wing? Yeah, no burrowing Snarrows here. Also, what do you mean tail or wing markings? I guess I'm thinking of the pileated Snagret, but that one's just got a foot. One big foot. Slice the serpentine torso into thin medallions. Skewer on a metal rod with hocotate onions and barbecue over an open flame. Alright. We'll do the long legs next. I sneeze. Ugh. Baldy Longlegs. Yeah, the one in Olimar's comeback actually looks like a beady. It's like orange and such. Structural flaw, central orb. Weight unknown. Did it lose its hair in a fight, or was it born bald? As ruthless and tough as it is, it also seems a little pathetic. I prefer its sleek look to the hairy one, which made me sweat just to look at. They could both stand to be cuter, though. Ooh, what if it was covered in wool? They say the best defense is a good offense, but getting rid of all its hair to focus entirely on stomping around might have been taking it too far. Still, I can always respect a warrior willing to commit all the way. Baldy Longlegs. Pseudo-Arachnia calvidium. Arachnorb family. Technically, this is merely a shaggy longlegs that has lost its hair. But since the hair never grows back, this is considered a separate species and classified under its own name. It has similarities to the beady longlegs, but it doesn't secrete wax from its exoskeleton and thus lacks its cousin's unique patterning. The absence of wax also allows small insects to climb its legs without slipping. Its central orb splits horizontally, but researchers have yet to determine the significance of this difference. That is kind of weird, that it's split horizontally. Not as tasty as it looks, completely inedible. Alright, shaggy longlegs. Alright, not hairy, it's shaggy. Structural flaw, central orb, weight unknown. Its fur insulates it not only from the elements, but also from attack. To strip away the hair is a long process that requires you to dodge its crushing legs, but it's the only real way to get at the monster's vulnerable core. I haven't yet solved the problem of how it sees. For one thing, there's all that hair in the way, and for another, I don't see any eyes. Speculation thinks there's speculation around the burrowing Snarrow was a cut enemy from one that they decided to reference. Could be. It is kind of weird that you find 3 Snagrets all in one spot in one, and nowhere else. That's it. At least I think that's it. They don't appear anywhere else, right? It's only in the the, whatever it's called, the first real level. Yeah, they don't. Oof. I'm having some allergy issues right now. My nose is stuffed, my throat is dry, and my mouth is... the inside of my mouth is, like, kind of itchy. Let me, finish reading this. I'm gonna take a quick little break. But yeah, I bet the two that don't hold any ship parts what could have been Snaros originally, like, maybe just, like, child versions of the Snagrit. The noise when this thing moves makes my ears hurt. It's only slightly louder than the captain tromping all over the ship. But I like the tufts of hair all over the legs. It looks soft and comfy, and I'm into the shaggy style. Talk about a tough nut to crack. It's too big to go down quick. It stomps on Pikmin like bugs underfoot, and its only weak spot is guarded by a thick nest of hair. We can get at it by ripping the hairs out one by one. But just the idea of doing that to something makes my own hair hurt a little bit. Shaggy longlegs, Pseudoarachnia capillum, arachnoid family. Thick hair grows on its spherical center as well as its joints. One would think it's there for protection, but it's a simple matter to pluck the hairs out. Several coloration variants have been cited, most likely due to regional characteristics rather than stress or advanced age. They normally sit docile above trees, but will descend to scare off intruders with loud footfalls. Caution, do not eat. You'll get hair stuck in your throat. Gross. Okay, I'm gonna mute real quick and try to deal with the nose situation. One sec. Okay. Throat's still a little sore. That's what happens when you do a shitload of reading. Oh god. Ugh. Okay, well. I thought I needed a little bit of a energy boost, so they were out of the monster flavor that I actually like when we last went to 7-Eleven, so I grabbed, it was a pineapple flavor. That was really bad. I'm not going to drink that. That's going right back in the fridge. Ugh. Yeah, it would be cool. Souls games don't go into, like, biology, but you, like, by reading stuff you can learn a lot about the world, and that often includes, like, what exactly these enemies are, who they are, where they're from, why they're doing what they're doing. So that's a kind of similar thing. It's not biology, but it's, you do get to learn about them, which is cool. Understand their place in the world. I like to call them enemies because they're just sorta existing. Yeah, but they're video game enemies. Armored Maudad. Structural flaw. Flesh beneath shell. Weight 20. It takes a small army of rock Pikmin to take a dent to make a dent in its reinforced crystal shell. Destroying the shell completely is slow going, since it burrows into the ground every time it comes down from walls. It's too bad we didn't have the tools to adapt the pieces of its shell into armor for the SS Drake. When does it burrow into the ground? What are you talking about? What? Was that a cut mechanic that they accidentally left in the description? I don't remember this thing ever burrowing. I would love a pet Bulborb. Could be a lore thing, I guess. It's just odd that that would be in the description when that is not a mechanic in the game. Weird. The crystal all over its body is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen on this planet. How people could stare... Oh, how people would stare if I could make a spacesuit out of it. Though maybe they'd only be staring because I'd be in a translucent suit. I'm so proud of my crew for managing to take this beast down without me. It's especially impressive because they did it without my combat training or steely fists. It's good to know I set such an example for them to live up to. Okay. Charlie, you're really not all that. Armored Maudad. Tuberclipium Rex? Tuberclipium Rex? Not sure. Maudad family. Not the same... Wait, that's not the same family as the... as these guys, is it? This is a Crawmad family. Maudads are different from Crawmads? I figured they'd be related. But okay. It makes its home inside the hollow stems of enormous trees. The name is derived from the hard shell covering its entire body. As it grows, it can only molt its shell by slamming into rock walls to shatter it before forming a new one. It has a voracious appetite and doesn't hesitate to eat anything that it sees. The contents of its stomach are often a surprise. Best enjoyed fresh. If the legs aren't twitching when you put it on the grill, don't bother. Oh my god, that's creepy. Ugh. Alright, the Behemoth Phosbat. Light sensitivity. Weight 15. It uses some powerful suction mechanism to vacuum up its prey, but what interests me is how it's nearly invisible in the dark. If I could replicate the effect, it could be huge for stealth systems on our ships. I'd also love to figure out how the captain managed to survive inside this creature for so long without food or water, but that's more of a biological problem, not my field. It looks mean, but it's not so tough in the light. Why do you think it moves so slowly? Did it get indigestion from trying to eat the captain? This is the thing that swallowed me. It may play dirty, but I respect its willingness to use any trick in the book to win. I think I actually read this. I'd accept a rematch any time. It was more comfy in its stomach than I expected, but I'm still glad my team pulled me out when they did. I owe them a round of juice when we get back to Kopai. Behemoth Phosbat. Tectopervis pterimus. Iridentia family. It is forced to live in darkness due to its extreme photosensitivity. The specialized chromatophores on its skin can absorb faint light sources to turn completely transparent. Its wings and spines are covered in mildly toxic scales that paralyze small insects until it can inhale them with a powerful vortex. Often, creatures that evolve in darkness have atrophied eyes and albinism, but that is notably not the case here. It does, however, share a tendency to only venture out at night with other cave dwellers. Lightly bread and fry whole. Slather a brioche bun with remoulade, then top with fried beast and a handful of arugula. Serve with a lemon wedge. Yeah, I definitely read this one before. Whatever. Alright, next we got the sand-belching mere slug. It's got a weak hide and its weight is 20. It mostly stays below the sand, but sometimes sticks its head out to lob balls of sand at Pikmin. If they're hit and stuck in the sand, they don't have any good defenses against it digging its hole beneath them. It reminds me a little of going to the beach, and how older kids would bury me in the sand. How I miss those days, but I've got to focus on saving Kopai for now. I try to get close, and it just hides in its dumb sandy hole, so I move away and it still hides behind those sand balls it's always tossing around. What's it got against me, huh? The area where we found this creature was practically a paradise. I still want to go back there and swim around in the sand with my rubber ducky. Maybe the crew would let me do it if I called it a training exercise. Sand-belching meerslug. Gastropoide anguilli. Gastropoide anguilli. Weird. Meerslug family. This giant limbless invertebrate has a distinctive large orifice. It sets a cone-shaped trap in its sandy lair and waits for prey to fall into it. The main orifice serves as both mouth and anus. When it inhales sand, the grains go through its intestinal canal and come out polished and hardened when they are ejected. It's sensitive to sound and vibration. The best time to catch it off guard is when it jumps out from the sand after being startled. These are crowd pleasers. Soak overnight to remove remaining sand. Slice cleaned meat into thick pieces and place on grill. Then apply a generous coating of barbecue sauce and cook until sticky and crispy. It is indeed shooting shit at us. Look, that's its shit. Fecal funny. Alright, the Scornet Maestro. It's got a weak hide, weight 10. It takes real charisma to command such a large team. It's a lot like our captain that way. For instance, he... maybe not. I'd like to listen to that pretty sound while I eat some fruit. It looks to be well taken care of by the surrounding little bees. I envy that. I suppose I've only got Elf and Captain. I could only do a half of what I want. The Maestro leads a whole swarm of Scornets flying in perfect military formation. My leadership over the Pikmin might not be that tight, but we do okay. I'd put my whistle up against this gal's harp any day of the week. Scornet Maestro. Sporgadus advenus. Huntenpeck family. Known for its striking lyriform mouth. A lyriform mouth? Like a lyre? It does not settle at a particular nest, but migrates across the waters in search of food. In the spring, the Maestro awakens from its hibernation. Before the advent of summer, she travels with a male partner to the cooler climate of the mainland, where food is plentiful. The male is smaller than the Maestro, with a white body and blue feet, back, and tendrils. White body, blue feet, back, and tendrils. It has no wings and thus cannot fly. We never see that, I'm imagining. Maestro secretes a pheromone to control workers to carry out its commands, which it issues via complex musical cues. When the Maestro is no more, the listless and directionless workers perish along with the rest of the colony. Slice thin, fry until golden brown, and serve when cool. Sprinkle the crumbs on top of a creamy clam chowder to give it a little kick. Alright. Next, we've got the Quaggled Meyerklops. And then I think it's only the Plasm Wraith after that. Whoa, my throat is getting real dry. Fruit-like protrusion is its structural flaw. Weight 20. I thought it was an ordinary fruit trapped in a crystal until it started stomping around the bog. Its stony hull is invulnerable to damage everywhere except its toes. If you can hit them enough, it'll fall over and leave its fruit-like bulb open to attack. But even then, it has a fallback mechanism in the form of its huge tongue. When it starts shaking, it's best to back away unless you have winged Pikmin to send after it. Really? Wait. Winged Pikmin can bypass the tongue? Is that what I'm reading? Its giant head perplexes me. I know now that it's not a sunseed berry, but what is it? A plant? An animal? I thought I'd figure it out once I tasted it, but the captain snapped at me not to lick everything we fight. How else am I supposed to do science? I don't like doing it, but I had to put my foot down when Brittany tried to taste its brightly colored core. Talk about forbidden fruit. I must put the safety of my crew before their research, and I don't know where that thing's been. Quaggled Myreclops. Tetrapods gigahenum. I guess gigahenum. Tetrapods gigahenum. Myreclops family. A rule of thumb is that the larger a creature is, the more it must consume to support its body weight. The Quaggled Myreclops is no exception. It uses its root-like legs to drain its environs of nutrients. Has to be the size of a small dog. And the final boss of Pikmin 4 was smaller than this thing? Yeah. Freaky. Its root-like legs drain its environs of nutrients to the point that puncturing it could improve the entire surrounding area's ecosystem. It also catches small insects using a hidden tongue in the wide mouth found all about its circumference. What prey it manages to catch, it dissolves to their base compounds, such as nitrogen, phosphoric acid, and potassium. Its insides are fertile ground for a wide variety of plants, including sleeping beauty and dusty mushrooms. Some theorize that the fruit-like growth atop its main body is in itself a parasitic species, living off the nutrients it drains from the Myreclops' enormous body. Huh. A fruit so sweet it could be a dessert unto itself. Remove and discard peel and core. Oh, discard the peel and the core. Slice fruit into small pieces and enjoy. So it is like a fruit. But it's got eyes. Whack. Alright, and finally, the Plasm Wraith. Structural flaw varies. Weight unknown. What a marvel this creature is. Constantly adapting to new threats, it can manipulate fire, water, electricity, and its own body to form wings. Or an armored carapace. I don't think it ever forms wings, it just kind of floats. I don't know. It takes several squads of Pikmin on frequently rotating duty to keep up with its shifting nature. How I wish I could construct anything so effortlessly flexible. Its attacks leave behind little pieces of... Oh, for fuck's sake. Little pieces of itself, so if you can eliminate those before it reforms, you can wear it down little by little. In the files, the Plasm Wraith has the prefix human. Yeah, well, and also... aren't... well, I mean, I guess we'll see here in a second, but all of the Wraith enemies, have a homo prefix in their scientific name, implying that they were probably once humans. It even has an ass. Oh. Wow, really did not want to let go of Captain Olimar. Is that budding interspecies romance I smell? Anyway, I bet that gunk would make for some good lotion. I should have bottled some up so I could sell it back on Kopai. This thing doesn't know what it wants. 1 minute it's soft, 1 minute it's hard. First it's big, then it's small. It hunts Olimar but doesn't want to hurt him. We're practically doing it a favor by taking it out. Anyway, that Almar guy must ooze charisma to get such an alien creature to follow him anywhere. He's a ship captain, and I'm just a squad captain, but that still gives us something in common. I ought to be taking notes. Plasm Wraith. Unknown species, unknown family. I'm pretty sure... Maybe it's the Water Wraith, or maybe it's in a different game. One of the Wraith enemies is referred to as... It has the Homo prefix in its scientific name. I don't know. It's the Water Wraith? Okay, yeah. This unusual life form consists of an amorphous body around a hard cubic core. The body can shift not only into different shapes, but into different substances. It reminds me very much of the Water Wraith, and at first I wondered if it was an ectoplasmic incarnation. However, enough others have seen and encountered it to dispel this theory. The creatures living near the Plasm Wraith must be formed from its gelatinous substance, since they all liquefy upon its death. It's not clear what purpose they serve for the Wraith. It's currently unknown what caused the hole in its torso, some sort of manifested psychic wound? But the research for this cause may lead us down the path to unraveling the history of evolution on this planet. Despite its refreshing citrus scent, the flavor of this beast is decidedly dangerous. Alright. That's everything. Do I want to read these? Part of me does. They are significantly shorter. But man, my throat is sore. You're gonna scoop? Have fun. Have a good scoop. Motherfucker. It would be nice if I could... I guess I could do this, just to mark all of these red. Because I hate when they're not marked red. Area hints. Wait a minute. I like how this is just fucking Chacho. Makes me wonder if the Pikmin did this, remembering what he looked like. Oops. Let's just run through these real quick. There we go. Okay. Almar's logs, of which I missed most of them, because I wasn't really trying to grab them. Okay. Time to read the fruits. Sunseed berry. As a scientist and as a food eater, I'm excited about this new source of potential nutrition. I just wish it didn't look like it was covered in pimples. Luckily, the taste of it is like delicious and scrumptious. Had a baby. What? Let's gather as many of these as we can. Face wrinkler. This fruit is so sour that one bite makes my whole face want to climb into my mouth and pull it back out. It's high in Pikmin U, though. So I guess I'll try adding small amounts of the juice to other food. Better food. This one's sour, the Zest Bomb, but smells really nice. I wonder if the juice would work as a deodorant. I also wonder if we can spare a little for the experiment. Finally, I wonder if the captain would notice if I doused him in it while his back was turned. Fire-breathing feast. That is the next one, right? Yeah. Even though it looks like one of the monstrous beasts that this planet has so many of, this fruit has a light flavor and tons of seeds. It'll be a great food source back home, if the people don't run away from it in terror. Cupid's Grenade. Yes, the people of Kopai will be thrilled that we found this sweet, entirely delicious food source. They'll adore us forever when we introduce them to this weapon of mass nutrition. Velvety Dream Drop. The taste of this one takes me back to Auntie B's or Bay's famous fruit pastries. The pit's pretty big, so there's not a whole lot of juice in there. But maybe someday this pit will grow into a tree in Auntie B's... I think it's Bay, in Auntie Bay's backyard. And she can taste it for herself. Disguised Delicacy. Ha! This fuzzy produce thought it could disguise itself as one of the native creatures. But I'd know the smell of Pikmin U anywhere. Take that, fruit. Dusk Pustules. I got all of them. There's something very charming about all these little beads of juice. It makes me feel like we'll never run out of fruit. The color reminds me of something. Oh, Auntie Bay's hair. She has such a rebellious streak. Heroine's Tear. This is my favorite so far. It's sweet in this kind of elegant way. Is that a mango? That's a mango. Poor Alf can't touch it without getting itchy all over. And the captain's not refined enough to appreciate it. Or is that a papaya? No, that's a mango. I'll have to make the sacrifice and eat it all myself. I'll season it with my tears. Oh my god. Dawn Pustules. These little spheres have it all. Smooth skin, delicious juice, a nice smell. They're almost perfect, except that exact shade of green is the captain's, like, favorite color of all time. He painted his room, his fingernails, and, I heard, even his dog this color. Ugh. No, Charlie paints his fingernails. That's cool. Good for him. I'm glad it makes him happy. Citrus Lump. Sweet and totally delicious, this one has quite a bit of Pikmin U. On closer analysis, the white fiber just inside the skin seems to have most of the nutrition, but it's not very tasty. I'll save it for the captain. Delectable Bouquet. Crazy. We cut this open and it's filled with tiny white flowers, meaning it's not technically a fruit at all. Analysis also indicates that it won't be ripe very long before it starts to rot. I think I'll save this one for the captain. Dapper Blob. There's something compelling about this shapeless fruit with its tiny hat. It's like the fruit is heading to a fancy party full of debonair berries and upscale squashes. As a botanist, I have to say that that party sounds like the cutest thing that ever cuted. Pocked Airhead. When we opened this one up, I was curious what we'd find in the funny head at the top of the fruit. Turns out, nothing. So it's got a thick skin, with a big head that doesn't actually have anything inside. That's why I named it for the captain. Hee. Crimson Banquet. It's huge, super juicy, and filled with tons of seeds to take home and cultivate. How is this thing even real? Watermelons are pretty fucking whack. Lesser Mock Bottom. This fruit's flesh is soft and pale yellow. It's juicy and has a sweet sour flavor. I must also note that it's shaped almost exactly like a baby's bottom. While the scientific merit of this observation is debatable, the adorability is not. It's a peach. It's an ass. Searing Acid Shock. Ack! Sour. So sour. I feel like my taste buds have been sucker punched. We can't afford to waste edible fruit, but this one will need to be pickled or something before anyone could willingly eat it. On the plus side, I'll never forget that face Alf made. Portable Sunset. Ooh, an apricot. Look at the unless that's a tomato, but I think that's an apricot. Look at the colors. It reminds me of the time I melted all my crayons and tried to combine them together into a super crayon. I really thought that would work. Anyway, Alf doesn't like the smell of this fruit, but he doesn't have a sophisticated nose palate like I do. Aha! The blonde imposter. This furry little fruit tried to hide itself under a veil of camouflage and fuzz, but I won't be fooled. Tell me, Miss Fauna, if you are indeed an animal and not a vegetable, where are your legs? Checkmate, fruit. Juicy Gaggle. It's a raspberry. Finally, something on this planet that isn't gigantic. Wait, is that a raspberry? It's some kind of berry. These little red globes are the perfect size for Kopite hands, and the juice inside makes a good meal. I bet these will be a lunchbox favorite back home. Insect condo. That smell. I can't tear my nose away from that smell. I'd dive right in and start eating, but something about this name the computer supplied makes me just a touch suspicious about what's going on inside this thing. Seed hive. This is a bit of an emotional roller coaster for us. We were lured in by the sweet scent, but when we cut it open, it was infested with huge insects. Alf fainted, poor thing, and I realized that the insects were seeds. Yay. Alf will wake up eventually. Papaya is really good if you just, like, cut it in half and put in, like, oats and stuff. If you just, like, if you use it as, like, a bowl. It's real good. Tremendous sniffer. This specimen has a sweet flavor and a soft texture, kind of like my Auntie Bay. The shape reminds me of her nose, too. So elegant. So glamorous. She's the envy of the family with that nose. I miss my aunt. I want to go home. Scaly custard. Huh. Looks like a reptile doing its best impression of pudding. Doesn't seem very fruit-like at all. Not much juice, not sweet. High fat content. Tasty, I guess, in an odd way. I just hope it wasn't a poisonous reptile. Wayward Moon. Once you get past the tough, cratered exterior, this fruit has a refined, almost delicate flavor. It kind of reminds me of the captain, except he's all exterior. Alright, there you go. That is everything on the Copad. My oh my. Alright. Back to the title screen. It's time for mission mode. I think I'll take a little break here to let my throat rest. And then we'll hop in. Ooh. A 7-minute time limit? Cool. Also, I think the mission mode gives you purples and whites, if I remember correctly, but I guess I'll find out. Okay. Going on a little break here. I kind of want to... Oh, there goes my controller. I kind of want to hop over to this, but, like, fix it. So first off, I'm actually going to mute the Luigi music and bring back the desktop audio. And... interesting. It's in there, I just don't have it bound to hotkeys. Let me fix that. I wonder if I can, am I using F10 for anything? I don't think I am. It looks like no. I'm gonna use F10 here to swap between the Luigi music and the game audio. It's kind of a nice, Actually, you know what? That's probably extremely unnecessary. I'll just leave it as it is. So that looks good. At least one video or audio encoder is not set? What are you talking about, OBS? Fuck. They're definitely set. It's still saying I have encoders not set, but that's just simply not true? What the fuck are this? What's up, Milo? It's a nice break screen? Thanks. Made it myself. I'm trying to fix some settings. In OBS, but it's just not letting me. It's saying I don't have encoders selected, which is just not true. It's so fucking weird. Okay, well, I'll fix that later. I'm not sure what the deal is there, but I'll be back. I need to let my throat rest a little bit because I just read through the entire Piclopedia and fruit logs. And my throat hurts. So, I will be back. Making some tea. How are you folks doing? You found an apartment. Ooh. Yeah, I hope you can get it, Mila. Got a king-size bed. Ooh. I have a queen. It's plenty big for me. I think a king would feel too big. At least for me. That's just not... I slept in a twin for years, so... How's my volume? Because I think I brought down the gain a little bit on my interface the other day, because apparently I was clipping on Discord. It's just so hard, because, like, my levels are fine, but I think my voice doesn't cut through well, because it's just kind of low frequency and monotone a lot. Seems good. Seems perfect. Wow. Okay. Current full-size bed is too tight a squeeze. Yeah, a full is a little... Full is like a little bit smaller than queen, I think. But yeah, I mean, if that's too small for you, then go for the biggin. I just know that queen's a good size for me. Granted, there's high tones right now. Yeah. Yeah. I do have a little bit of EQ on my mic. Let's see. I can adjust it a little bit. Let me duplicate it real quick. Up. Okay, let's reset this to default. There we go. Let's just bring up the high end. A little bit of the mid-tones. Let's leave the... low frequencies untouched. See if that's any good. Hi, Fozzie. There's a Fozzie by my legs. Okay, increase the bandwidth on these. Smooth it out. I'll do a bit of that. There. Let's see if that's any good. It's probably a super subtle difference, but what do you guys think about this EQ versus this EQ? I'll probably have to do some testing off stream. And again, it's probably a very subtle difference, but this versus this. We'll call this high end. We'll call this flat, because it's mostly flat. Can't tell? Yeah, that's fine. I figured it'd be hard to tell. Especially if you're on mobile, it's probably very hard to tell. I'll stick with the one I've been using, but I'll test them off stream. Ever hear of a webcomic called Homestuck? Yes, but I haven't read it. I've never really been into webcomics, so not for me. I've never been into comics, period. Ooh. That reading sesh fucked up my throat real bad. Used to read a bunch of D&D themed webcomics. I know, I mean, obviously it's a different medium, but I know a lot of people who read manga online. And I know webcomics are popular. I don't know what it is. It's just like comics and graphic novels in general have just never... I've never liked them very much, which is really weird because like all of my I guess like artistic preferences would imply that I would like them. It's odd. I read Watchmen, and I liked it first time I read through it, but I don't really want to read it again. And we used to collect Sonic comics. I would read those as a kid, but that's about it. The Archie ones. And I've tried doing manga, and it also just like manga recommended by friends, and it's just, nothing. It's a little harder for you to read them nowadays. What with the optical migraines? Yeah, that sounds rough. I think for me, it might be like jumping rapidly between visuals and text. Something about that is not easy on my eyes. Not sure. It's odd. I've never quite figured it out. I'm gonna go check on the teapot real quick. Give me a shit. Hey. Hey, Hobo, welcome home. Focusing hard on words just makes your vision distort heavily for some reason. I think I do the same thing. No, you worked 2 10-hour shifts in a row, both ending at midnight, and then immediately followed it up with a 9 a.m. 8-hour shift. That's fucked. Take the rest of today off, gamer. Enjoy it. Rest, relax. Hang out with lasagna, eat some food, treat yourself to something nice. Let's try this tea. I am here, motherfucker. No, I'm here. I'm not a liar. See? We'll start mission mode in a sec. I needed a break after you left, Hobo. We finished the Picklepedia, then Hobo left, and then I read the entire fruit log. And my throat was killing me, so I took a little break and I just made some tea. That's good tea. A little hot, I'm gonna let it cool off, but it's tasty. Alright. Change to a 4 10-hour shift schedule. I am curious how that, like, I don't know if I could do that, because 8 hours is already pushing it for me. I have a hard time doing more than 8 hours at a time, but getting a day off in the middle of the week sounds incredible. I'm a big proponent of the 4-day work week idea. Oof. Or at least, like, I wish either there was just one fewer work day in the week, or each day was like 2 hours shorter, ended closer to 3 than 5. Because I'm just of the strong belief that people work too much, generally speaking. I think it's... I think it's weird how much time one spends working in their lifetime. It's bizarre. Okay. Tropical forest. And that does not include, like I want to know, like, doing work that isn't personal projects, right? 2 different things. I believe it is France, yeah. That does the overtime at 35. I could hear you the entire time because it was still synced to your headphones. Neat. Yes, stagnate society. Socialism stream. You couldn't hear. Because it was still synced to your headphones? Oh, like you pulled it up on your computer but couldn't hear anything? That's weird. Well, you didn't miss much, Hobo. After you left, I finished the fruit logs, and then I took a break to let my throat rest, and now we're here. We haven't actually started mission mode yet. So fear not. Alright. The Tropical Forest. Do I like Brittany as a character now? She's okay. I never hated her. I just, I don't think any of the characters in this game are as good as Olimar or Louis. We only get reds and rocks for this one. Okay. Only one captain? Ooh, alright. So we grab our reds. We grab all this fruit. Put some reds on the mushrooms while we kill shit. Okay. Oh, we gotta get the rocks out of the not jelly float. There we go. Excellent work. That's not what I wanted to log on to, game. They're gonna get stuck, aren't they? Okay. Oh, hello. There's guys up here I can get moving. Okay, this is always done to speed things up. Okay.